Hey guys, what is up? And Shadolance back for another review. Today I'm going to be doing the M200 Ghillie for the second time. I'm using part of the same gameplay as before, so I have to apologize for the black bars on either side of the screen. There is absolutely nothing I can do to fix it. Yes, for all of those smarty pants out there who are going to tell me, did you turn off maintain aspect ratio? Yes, I did. It was previously bigger black bars, so I fixed it to some extent. But anyway, so this is what it's going to look like. I'm sorry, I will replace the gameplay or make more gameplay of it eventually, but for right now I'm just going to stick with it and say this is one of the most underused, underappreciated guns in the entire game. Going with the stats, we're seeing a damage of 100, a portability of 40, rate of fire of 10, accuracy of 94, and recoil of 70. So right off the bat, the stats actually don't seem very good. The damage of 100 is very consistent, I will say though. The damage drop-off is very low, especially considering that it has a silencer on the gun. The overall spread is also very, very low, even outside of scope. So it's actually quite a good no-scoping gun. You see a lot of people using the M200 series for cross-map, no-scopes, 360s, and all that kind of stuff. One of the reasons they do that is because it has a very small spread, very similar to the TPG. The recoil of 70 statistically may be high, above that 67-ish, 68 average that you may see with most bolt-action sniper rifles. All that means is that the spread recovery is slightly slower than average. It's not bad at all, though. The accuracy of 94 may by default seem very, very bad, because that's just barely above the L96A1. However, don't let that really push you off because the accuracy is actually very, very good in my opinion. It's not the most accurate at maximum ranges, however, it does feel better at getting individual shots to hit with quickscoping than the L9 in my opinion. I don't know if that has to do with the suppressor, but it seems to work equally well with both M200 variants. The classic M200, which is the GP variant, it's available at CSM 5, I do believe. CSM 5, and the M200 Ghillie is the NX standard variant. I would be expecting to see an Arctic Wolf variant or some other variant of this for NX Rare sometime soon. It has not been announced yet, although I would be expecting to see some sort of NX Rare sometime soon. It's been quite a while since this gun was released, and it is one of the most underused guns in the game, which are the prerequisites for a very nice NX Rare. The MAC-10, the Uzi were both quite underused weapons, like the M200 Ghillie, and as such, they both got NX Rare variants, so it would not surprise me to see one coming up soon. And honestly, I would go for it, because this is already a fantastic weapon, and I think it could easily rival the new L11 5A3 Ghillie that was released this week. So, or well, last week technically. But anyway, so one thing that's very unique about this weapon that you may have realized already is that it has a basic ammo capacity of 6 of 18. That's 1 shot extra per magazine and 4 shots extra total, which is very nice. You have a ammo capacity 6, and you have 18 shots in reserve, I do believe. So you have 4 magazines total, which is very, very nice. That's 3 in reserve. However, you can only customize this with a magazine. It has an integrated suppressor, so that means that your damage of 100 will not be hindered. In fact, it's quite surprising to me that it's so consistently a one-shot kill, given the fact that it has a suppressor integrated or not. That's a very, very unique thing for this gun. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not a tanker killer by any shot, but it is quite an apt gun, let's just put it that way. It's a bolt action, as many of you guys may know. This is also well known as the M200 Ghillie, the M200 Intervention. This is the exact same weapon from Modern Warfare. If you guys recognize that from Modern Warfare 2, it is one of the most popular weapons in the entire game. One of my favorites to say. Looking at the portability of this weapon, 40 is it's really just average. Some people compare it to be low. Compared to modern-day snipers that we're seeing in the game, it's a slight bit on the low side, but it's really not anything that super hinders the gun. You would want to pull out a knife or a pistol and run with that anyway. So, not like you really should be trying to run around with a sniper, but that's just my point. You'll see me running around with a pistol or a knife or my Barapi for most of the review, if I have to run. The rate of fire of 10 is equivalent to the L96A1, so it has that lower rate of fire. However, that's what quick switching is for. That is actually one of the downsides of this gun, though. The draw rate is very, very slow, which is one reason many people will take the Arctic Wolf over this variant. However, except for the draw speed, this gun outclasses the Arctic Wolf in every way. A lot of people are also quite uncomfortable with the scope. The scope is a very, very rare type that you don't see on many guns. You see it on the M200 series, strangely the XM25, and perhaps a few other weapons that I'm not too familiar with, but those are what it's well known for. I know there's other weapons you see it on. I believe one of the PSG variants does have it. I don't know which one. They have all different kinds, but I'm pretty sure one of the PSG variants has this. I believe it's the Mod Mark II. The PSG1 Mod Mark II has this, I do believe, or maybe it's the Dragunov one. I forget if it's this or the Dragunov, but one of them has the scope. So that's what I'm saying on that. As far as the basic M200, has a damage of 100, portability of 35, so you're seeing a 5-point increase to 40 onto the Ghillie. So 35 being very low, that is a nice increase to the Ghillie. The rate of fire is still 10, the accuracy of 92 is boosted to 94 when you upgrade to the Ghillie. The recoil is 70 on both weapons, but like I said before, a slow rate of fire bolt action weapon, it does not affect it as much, so that's just kind of something there to keep in mind. Both weapons can be equipped with a magazine, and the M200 GP standard can be equipped with a suppressor. The Ghillie, like I said before, already has it equipped. I do believe it is an S1 suppressor, so it's intended to minimize recoil, which is also, in my opinion, the only one you would ever really want to put on a sniper, except for possibly the S3 if you're looking to reduce flash in some games, like where you want to maintain stealth, so that's more important. But for the most part, this is a quick scoping gun, although it does have some aptitude for longer ranges, such as the Holiday Wolf. It performs pretty much on par with the Holiday Wolf at longer ranges, consistently a one-shot kill for most players, except for obviously Tanker and Commando Vest, aka Hauser. So that's just very, very consistent. However, the base M200 model does have an ammo capacity 5 of 15. My best recommendation would be that if you're going to use the, or you're thinking about using the M200 Ghillie, practice with the M200 first. The quick scoping is very similar. Then just imagine it with actual useful Ghillie, a suppressor, and extra shots per magazine, and also slightly more portability and a little more accuracy, longer range. That's the only way you can do it. It's one of the greatest buffs the entire game has ever seen for an individual gun. I highly recommend this weapon. It's going to be scoring very, very highly once again. It is one of my favorites in the entire game. I will use this weapon till the day I die, except that I currently don't have it in my inbox. That's why I'm reusing gameplay. But thank you guys for watching this review. Please rate, comment, subscribe. I would love to see some more views go up, more subscribers, bigger audience. Thank you all for everything. Shadolance out.